And we're back. Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Bonreal playing the full version of Coming Out on Top, and this video is the start of Brad's storyline. I chose to do Brad as the first video just because his storyline isn't particularly wild or out there, but it's still pretty interesting. And if you forgot, this video is not going to be particularly safe for work. There's going to be talks of genitals and sexual acts, and if that perturbs you, or maybe perhaps ruins your homeostasis, I recommend you maybe not watch this video, or alternatively, you can use the annotations I'm going to put up. I'm going to try to have annotations appear on the screen before such conversations happen, just so you can choose to avoid them if you'd like to. In addition to that, what I'm also going to do is purposely skip any sexual scenes that happen and avoid them when possible, just because I don't want YouTube to pull this down. And I might make a side video maybe on a different website just showing the sex scenes and stuff, although that'd be awkward to narrate. But in any case, let's go ahead and get into this. Later that night, what we're about to get into is we've received an email from Lisa, the woman who runs the tutoring program at the Student Learning Center. You've established a nice rapport with Lisa after years of tutoring at the SLC on weekends. Occasionally, she sends you jobs for students who need extra one-on-one attention. You look over the job description. So what's basically happening here is that we're being assigned to tutor this person, but we're not getting that much info on them. But this being a dating sim, and this being a video about Brad, I feel like you can probably put two and two together. We're going to end up tutoring Brad. So to even meet him or have any interaction with Brad, you gotta accept the job. Otherwise, you have no reason to interact with him and you'll never meet him in the storyline. So, on our first day to tutor him, which is Thursday, which is the day of the week we're gonna tutor him every week, we head over and we notice he lives in kind of a, not necessarily a frat house, but he lives in a 2-story townhouse a few blocks from the west end of campus. You ring the doorbell and wait. No answer. Hello? Knock, knock, knock. After a minute, you hear a booming voice. It's open! You're confronted by an impossibly large, beautifully carved statue of a man. Oh my, I actually think he's kind of cute. I like his nose. Look at them muscles. You know, I would not mind motorboating his pectoral muscles. But anyway, you speak in slow, steady tones, enunciating each syllable to make sure he understands you. And to give you context for this, our character actually normally tutors ESL students. But this is probably a little bit of a douchey and presumptuous way to introduce yourself to someone. My name is Super Swag. I am here to tutor you in English. Yellow. Tutor me in English? Whoops, I must be looking for, so just because I'm not white, you assume I need remedial English lessons? No, it's just that I was given a little info, and, how about I tutor your face with my fist? Okay, but friend, consider this. What if you were to instead pummel my face with your butt as punishment? I feel like that would be more fun for both of us. But anyway, it looks like he's just joking around. He's not really mad at us. I'm known for being a funny guy. Just don't make me have to raise your awareness. Oh my. He's so aggressive. Why are you doing this, friend? Anyway, they must have given you the wrong address. The team policy is to hire smoking hot babes. And you are neither smoking hot nor a babe. So run along now, duder. I really do not like that word, duder. Alright, so what I'm going to show you real quick is actually an alternate option that you can take. And by that, I mean one that will have a funny result, so I'm not intimidated by you, fathead. Now, you best step aside before I put the tude back in tutor. Oh man, our character is so corny. Holy crap. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and click this here. Geez, for a tutor, you sure aren't bright. You know what? Oh god, my organs. Oh god. Blech. He just exploded my head my brains out of my head with his fist. It was pretty gory. You didn't see it. I had to black out the screen. So that's basically a game over screen you can get. If you challenge him, he's just gonna beat the crap out of you, and then, the game's over. But we're gonna go ahead and jump back here. So the correct answer is, there must be some mistake. Maybe you could check with some of the others. Yo, Bo! A second giant appears. Roman, I see you've met Johnson, the tutor. You step back, trying not to stare too long at his large appliance-like girth. The hallway seems to be shrinking, and you feel very small. Bo, you did not. I did. I asked the gal at the learning center to send me a male tutor for Brad. A smart, responsible nerd of a man. Look at him. You can tell he's the kind of guy who'd rather do extra credit rather than go to a party. Well, for one, how very dare you? I'll have you know that I've literally had 5 entire sex this past week, and I've given an entire blowjob. So I am definitely pretty hardcore. But anyway, ... You're joking, right? Just have one of the girls help Brad already. Roman, the last thing my brother needs is one of your so-called tutors writing his papers and trying to get his Peter in any hole they can. I do not like when people call penises Peters. That really perturbs me at a very core level of my being. But anyway, fine, get a talking donkey to tutor your dumbass brother for all I care. Just stay out of my personal business. I would not mind being tutored by a donkey as long as that ass was fat, TBH. But anyway... Oops, sorry, I got a bit of a lag there. Have fun, duder. You got your work cut out for you. Johnson, the coordinator, gave you a glowing commendation, and now that you're standing here, I see why. You seem like the kind of man another man could trust with his little sister. I wonder why. It might be because I'm just a giant homosexual. Bo cuts you off. Now listen, Johnson. The football program here has been nothing short of a culture shock for my brother. A semester of women, drugs, and alcohol has compromised Brad's virtue and his motivation to hit the books. You're here to turn that around before it affects his play on the football field. Brad already has the highest freshman passer rating in our school's history. I can't let him screw up his future. He'll lose his scholarship if he flunks English again. I want you to ensure that Brad doesn't succumb to the endless temptations that have driven other lesser men to ruin. So by that, what he means is that I'm gonna suck his dick, probably. And that's just kind of how it works out. 'Cause it's that kind of game, so get into it. Can you trust me? Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I kind of want to boink your brother already, so I'm gonna tell you, you can depend on me. There we go. Clickety. Excellent. Something tells me you're gonna be just the influence Brad needs. Don't let me down. Or my brother. Or the team. Or Orlin. But especially not me. Bum bum bum. Alright, but Brad's in his room, 2nd floor, 3rd door to your left. Alright, so we're finally about to meet him. It's already been 10 minutes into this video almost. The stairs creak as you ascend, strained and wary from the massive slabs of beef who trudge through them relentlessly. That makes me so uncomfortable when people make beef metaphors when referring to men or muscles, because it just makes me imagine like a bunch of like college football players impaled on like meat hooks in a butchery. But anyway, the door is halfway open. You poke your head in and scan the bedroom. Empty. Alright, looks like there's nobody in here. A loud groan. Oh shit, there's someone here. Oh god, sorry about that. I got the sniffles. I'm probably gonna have to edit that out. So there's a bunch of beer in here. Oh shit, sorry. With a groan of effort, he lifts his head. Who are you? Oh, your eyes dart quickly over his tawny skin and thick everythings. You notice the outline of muscles rippling across his back underneath his tank. Oh my. Your throat grows dry. I'm Super Swag, your tutor. We have a session today. What? Tutor? ... Oh, yeah, the tutoring thing. I gotcha, right. Just give me a second. Hold on. Brad closes his eyes and groans. He heaves himself off the floor with a grunt. Stumbling a little, he steadies himself. I feel like he could use his pectoral muscles for the sole purpose of, well, not only smothering my face, but keeping balance. Anyway, let me get my books and stuff. Yeah. He turns towards the desk, shuffling through a pile of books and papers. Your eyes linger across his perfect thoroughbred calves as he leans forward. You follow the curve up his thighs to the swell of his glutes. A pair of thin jersey shorts struggling to contain his glory. OMG, WTF, BBQ, hacks. You avert your gaze just as he turns around and hands you some books and a packet of paper. Brad. You open one of the books, removing a sock tucked between the pages. Bookmark? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. He flings the sock across the room into a hamper. You met Bo, right? Did my brother explain how I flunked English comp last semester? Yes, he did. But you know what? Don't sweat it, man. It's all about getting back up, dusting yourself off, and hopping back on that horse. A little effort will go a long way, and I'm sure with the proper help, you'll do fine. Oh man, you're the greatest. Oh my, that smile. Now you see, this class doesn't have any tests. Just like 3 term papers I gotta turn in, right? The first one's due in 2 weeks. Just drop it off when you're done. I'm sure a smart guy like you can crank out the essays like they're nothing. Is he flirting with me? What the hell? Ah, yeah, writing is my forte. Wait a minute. Hold on. What? Oh, are you wondering about the money? Everything gets handled through the Student Learning Center. Just report how many hours you spend working on each essay. It really amazes me that people who are devoted to cheating, like, spend all of this energy, like, learning how to cheat well, when they could, in fact, just not cheat and put that effort into actually learning something. But anyway, whatever. This is actually something else that I thought would be more important in the story, like the whole stuff with, like, rival colleges trying to dig up stuff on people. I thought that maybe you'd be, like, followed around and, like, people would, like, be snapping photos of your illicit nerd-jock relationship and using it to blackmail him, but that turns out not to be how the story goes here. But anyway. One interesting part of the story, though, is that you do get to see Brad grow as a character, and I think it's probably one of the more interesting relationships in the story as far as practicality. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and move forward. Oh, sorry about that, I'm getting a little bit of lag here. There we go. Alright, so just don't mention this to Bo. Hey, I'm here to help you with your class, and I'll write your papers for you. So that's actually going to be the correct answer, because if at any point in time you accept a bribe from him, or you get him to pay you to do his stuff for him, it will permanently close you off from his best ending. So we're going to avoid that at all costs. And if you are sexually aggressive with him or flirt with him, it will make him uncomfortable and he will dismiss you, and you will also never see him again because he'll refuse to see you. And also, that's fucking gross. Don't call a butthole a starfish. We didn't evolve for thousands of years just for someone to call your butthole a starfish. That's totally inappropriate. But anyway, look, I don't know if you understand how college football works, but this is just how things are. Oh, I forgot to switch my voice. You may not like it, I might not like it, but this system's way bigger than either of us. It may seem like a glorious lifestyle, basking in the adoration of fans, maybe getting a chance to play in the NFL, but we're all cogs in this machine, buddy. We risk our bodies for a brutal sport that makes millions of bucks for the school, and yet we don't even get paid. In return, the school gives us a bit of slack, if you know what I'm saying. So you still gotta avoid it, because he's gonna really try to get you to just do it for him. Don't snap at him. That's another thing. If you try to get really paternalistic with him, or you're too aggressive in trying to tell him what is right or wrong, he'll get really cranky at you. So you just need to just flat out say no. But he's gonna keep trying to bribe you with that little shit-eating grin. So just make yourself known. Stop trying to bribe me. He really, 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 really wants you to just do this for him instead of him having to do it. But he's gonna dismiss us now. But that isn't something that should discourage you, because what's gonna happen is that his brother is gonna correct the situation for us. That was an awfully quick tutoring session. Brad didn't want my help, oh really? And he's gonna go beat the shit out of Brad real quick, to remind him that he needs to do some learning. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna awkwardly flee. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Next video, we're gonna meet Brad again for another session. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to like it, and have a good day.